Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Oddsparks, where we are jumping in to a new game here. You can kind of see we're floating over the town right now. If you guys remember, I actually did a little bit of a playthrough for this on my regular Hawk 1216 channel, and I enjoyed it. Didn't really do very well on that channel, but this is my automation channel, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. It is a calm and quiet day, and you are relaxing on your bench. I will say, I mentioned this on another video that I recorded. When I get into automation, when I'm in adventure and action games, RPGs and stuff like that, I love the storylines. When I get into automations, I don't really enjoy the story so much. I just want to get automating, you know? So we're probably going to bypass a lot of this. The sun lulls me into a deep sleep. You dream of adventure, of a more exciting life than the one you have right now in the frontier village. When suddenly, continue. Loud crash comes down from the field and wakes you up. Indeed. All right. Clean up the broken shed. Clean up. Know where to fix this shed, and you begin to clear up the area. You clean the debris and shards of wood, and you find a gleaming metal object in the middle of the mess. This must have been the thing that crushed it into your shed and destroyed it. Unsure of what it is, we're going to the Divine Researcher. So anyways, we're jumping back in here because being that this is a game that I really actually love. And it is, I can show my notebook with K. Fine. At least we know how to get into that now. But I actually played a ton of this off channel, kind of on my own time. And I decided now that since we have an actual channel that we're doing automation stuff on, that I was going to go ahead and restart a bit of a game of Oddsparks. Now, it's been a couple of months since I played that, but I generated my character. The colors are not quite matching. It was a randomized character to an extent, and I modified the colors a little bit, but there wasn't a way to specifically match them up, but I like this character. All right, well, let's talk to the Divine Researcher. Need my help with a weird thing? Yep, strange piece of metal. You can understand the ancient writings. The ancient tablet seems particularly wrecked. You can understand it? This is incredible, amazing news. You must look at the village monument for me. All right, go without me. I'll just slow you down. All right, examine the monument. Whoops, I got stuck on something. I think the monument is over here. Here we go. Examine. Village monument looms above you quietly with the weight of its years behind it. You extend your hand. Yes. You barely have time to understand what you see as writing appears and disappears. You can't catch all the information. Something about being last accessed several million years ago. The word danger catches your eye. You can hear the monument rattle. Something inside is trying to activate itself, but nothing happened. Monument opens up, revealing a large number of small slabs of stone. One appears in the middle with a single slot and a single button. You should tell the Divine Researcher. That is my inventory, yes. I'm not sure quite how I got into that. But whatever the case may be, this is the mayor. I think we can go this way. There we go. Just had to open up more of the town so I could see where I was going here. All right, let's go ahead and talk to you. Yes, I looked at the monument. There you go. All right, you describe everything. Divine Researcher's ever-present smile falls when he tries to digest everything. We need to go get Aether. Some had the word corrupted. You explain a lot, blah, blah, blah. All right. If you need an Aether shard, you have to head into the woodlands. All right, we're going to get Aether shards. Hunting animals, and we need to look for an ancient shrine. All right. Fixing the monument. Open quest log L. We're going to ignore that for now, because we're going to head into the woodlands, I believe they called it, and we're going to get our get some Aether shards. Field Spunny. I don't think I can do anything with you at the moment. I think I've got to go, if I remember correctly. I was going to say, normally this thing is right inside the door. Ancient stone ruin stands in front of you. Less of a shrine, more of a machine. Glows lightly under your touch. Test starting. Stumpy Smart to reconnect, unlock function 1, machine range 0. Perfect. Now, this game is randomly generated. So I may have known at one point where to go in the game that I was playing kind of on my own time. I do not know where to go now. This is all very new, but I was enjoying putting some automations together in this game, and I got to a point where I kind of stopped just because, well, I started playing another game, but definitely should have. at some point you open up things like railroads and stuff like that. So like some of the automation is amazing. All right. Yes. How many aether shards did I need? Did it say? Fixing the monument. Oh, collect an aether shard from a corpse. So whatever I have is not what we need. Here's a corpse, though. Gather. Oh, that's right. These are the aether shards themselves. All right, we need to go back to the village and get complete machine range 0. We're going to go ahead and do that, because the faster we get the sparks, the faster this will be. All right, so anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button. We're going to be doing automations on this channel. I do have another channel I mentioned earlier. The channel's Hawk1216. I used to kind of just do all kinds of games on that channel, and found that I absolutely love automation games, and some simulator games that do automations well. And so, but they tend to drag down the YouTube algorithm. And so I wanted a channel where we could actually do some of these types of games that I'm in love with. And so this is going to be a channel all about automation games for the most part. And like I said, some sim games that do automation well. And so if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have the support right now with new channels. Let's go ahead and examine machine range 0. We'll go ahead and put that in there, and we will unlock. All right, monument waypoint. Let's go ahead and put that piece of wood in. We'll unlock that as well. I don't remember unlocks fast travel. Okay, well that's an quest overview. Let's go ahead and put that in. I was gonna say, I think that just is, it allows us to like pin the quests, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so machine range 1, we need to get a stumpy spark, and we need a stone, and we need a sawn timber to be able to get to the rest of this stuff. All right, let's go. Do I have to talk to the divine researcher right now? Let's go ahead and look at our quests. Examine the old mine shaft, examine the ancient shrine. I already did that. All right, these are completed. These are tutorials. Let's collapse these. So this is examine the shrine. Are you pinned by default? Do I have to? If I look at the map. Okay, yes, I do need to go talk to him. Whoops, I'm stuck on a tree. We will have quests for her later. I should be able to progress fairly rapidly since, like I said, I did play this on my own time, but I stopped at a certain point and I never made it kind of to the end. Unlocked a fantastic. Did you check out the shrine? I sure did. Can I talk to you again? Okay. So I actually got to go do it again. Examine the shrine. Why are you not pinned? Pin. Unpin from screen. Well, it's not pinned. Okay, well, whatever. I must have missed something. Oh, it's over here. I was thinking it was... Okay, just kidding. On the right side of your screen, Hawk. Pay attention. I was just playing a bunch of Mine Mogul recently, and because of that, those are all pinned on the left side of the screen. Touch the shrine and slowly wears tonight. Life, it seems to be running some kind of test and checking that everything still works. Suddenly, it spits out a rather strange creature into your arms. The shrine registers that the Stumpy Spark is immediately activated as part of the test. The Stumpy Spark stares at you and seems ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything can be done, with a puff of magic, the Stumpy Spark turns into a wooden disc that fits in your hands. Strange metal in your staff changes. A slot that can fit the discs appear. Yes, they're bad with efficiency, defense, and offense. Fine. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to open our... Oh, he's already in there. All right. So, and you'll notice, I think I mentioned this when we were playing this on my other channel. Like I said, I very, very abbreviated playthrough. His leaf matches my outfit, which I love to death. All right, so one of the things we're going to want to do here is we want to, as much as possible, get... do we have enough stuff right now? We don't really. Can I get you? How do I throw you again? It's been a while. Throw a spark. Equip a spark. Yeah, he's equipped. Right, we got to aim them first. Okay, there we go. I just need him to chop down that tree for me. Okay, we will go ahead and we will pop in here really quickly. We'll have him make us a couple more sparks. We will go, while he's making sparks. You're making them, right? Do I need a second spark to be able to do this? Or is it, oh, is it 5 wood? Okay, hang on a second. We will get you to chop down one more tree. I want to get him going while, there we go. Oh, yes, harvest pine sapling. They wanted us to do 2 of them, and I assume this is the reason. All right, then, because we can run and talk to the divine researcher while he's crafting another spark, and then it should be much, much faster to be able to, there we go. To kind of get going with things. There we go. All right, he's going now. He rolls on the button. I think that's pretty hysterical. Each of the sparks has their design is different, and so they interact with the buttons on the machines differently, and it's entertaining to watch. All right, we're going to go ahead and go talk to the divine researcher, complete that quest. I think that might open quests with some of these other guys. And then by the time we get back in, we should have at least 2 sparks. Yeah, here you go. I tell them everything about the ancient shrine. They're called sparks, yes. Yep, advancements. We can go talk to the mayor, the woodsman, and the quartermaster. Sparks are entirely unique. You're the first person to discover them. Yes, let's keep going. All right, they want a stumpy spark, an aether shard, and wooden logs. All right, answer a bunch of questions, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go down and talk to the mayor. All right, you. Spark things are cute. All right, she wants us to develop the village. So she needs a bunch of logs and a bunch of sawn timber. She's generally the person from my experience that it will take a long time to complete her quest. But the woodsman and the other person that I don't remember what they are, they actually are the ones that advance your machines. All right. He wants to give us a logger. He wants to design it, but in order for him to do so, he needs 10 wooden logs, 5 stone, and 2 stumpy sparks. All right, there you go. And their chests activate then. That's where you deposit the materials for them. And you are... Who are you again? Quartermaster. That's right. Yes, they can carry stuff. So he's the one that generally gives us she. I'm not sure who that person is, actually. But they give us the pathing for the sparks. All right, so now, there should be at least 2 of you. Okay, there's you and there's you. So let's go ahead and equip you guys in our spark slot. And now we should be able to harvest trees twice as quickly. Because we're probably going to try to get a bunch of wood here and get a couple more sparks right away. That way we can just, the automation, it's important to get it going from the start because it's a little painful in the beginning when you got to get stuff yourself. All right, let's go ahead. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see. We're going to go ahead and... I don't know that I need this, actually. I'm not really sure why I'm getting it. We need to go get some more aether shards. Oh, that does have some wood in it, though. Okay. We will have them get some stuff while we're out and about. Here we go. These are corpses that produce aether shards. And then they can go get another one. And then we needed stones for something as well. But I definitely want to get them getting... like, I'm debating at some point, do we want to head back and make more... Like, I'm thinking... Rather than having just 2 of them, it's going to be more beneficial for us to just go back at some point and just make new ones. Why are our quests not pinned here? Let's see which ones we want to pin. Let's just go ahead and pin all of them right now, I think. Actually, we wouldn't need to pin the mayor, because the mayor takes a while to finish. But we're going to want to try to get everything else going. All right, there we go. You guys didn't pick this stuff up. All right, that's fine. Go get what... Oh, that's a tree. I guess I don't need a tree. Although I think that has wood. Oh, those are wood. All right, let's get some more aether shards. I'll just try to finish up this area. So give me a few seconds here. We'll grind out this area to get some of these resources, and then I'll send them back and start crafting some sparks. But this part is not overly exciting. All right, guys, and just like that, I have an entire inventory of sparks. I have 10 of them. That's all you can put in a slot. These guys are going to continue making them while we run around and look for some stuff. We do have to get a bunch of logs. I have some on me, but like I mentioned, this is much easier now because you throw 3 of them at a time at a tree. They harvest the tree fairly quickly, and then it produces 3 logs. And there's 3 of them to carry each log back, which means I don't have to go pick them up myself. It's super nice. And we, of course, need to go get some aether shards as well, which we do. We're going to be doing... Ooh, are you a chest? What is this? I don't think they can open that. For some reason, I was thinking that was like a crate of some sort, like that we could get stuff out of. All right. They're getting the aether shards from those guys. What is this section? All right, let's see. What is this one? Machine range 1. Yeah, we need to do that in a few minutes here. I think we just need the logs for that. Let's have somebody go get those. All right. Oh, this is, it's a Beelephant corpse. Or Belephant. I don't know. All right. We need the pelt for that to be able to create the first logger. Okay, I didn't realize I threw you there, but you guys just, if you're going to get that, I guess just get it all together. All right, let's send you guys over there to get some more aether shards. There's 2 crates here. Let's grab the stuff out of these. Grab the stuff out of this. And these are the big trees that you put the loggers on. We will be looking at those in a bit. Now, the interesting thing here is once you assign them to killing things, if there's other things in the area, they just automatically go and attack them. It's kind of amazing. But then they leave things behind. I guess there's more up there. So I just throw a bunch of sparks to go pick the things up. So, all right, that should be... Oh, here's another one. Obviously, the more you throw, the faster it goes. So we'll get 2 of them now, which is amazing because, like I said, we need those to be able... And they're hard to get when you're first... When you're just working with the stumpy sparks, they're a little hard to kill. So... All right. Other aether shard. There you guys go. Good job. All right, we're just continuing to unveil part of the map here. Let's get the aether shards while we're here from the corpses. Get this stuff right away. And these things down here, these are machine bases. So you have to, in certain instances, like they're ancient base, ruins of a small ancient workstation. There are some workstations you have to build on a base. So let's see. Oh, we're getting close to a, we're getting, there's webbing in here, which means we're getting close to, the forest. These are, I don't know if I mentioned that. These are called field spunnies. They're very simple to kill. Oh my gosh, another one. They're very simple to kill. The other ones are not so much. Let's see. Send somebody to go pick that up. I can pick these up myself. They're right here. Can I get this? I don't know that I can. It's a blocked container. Here's another one. We're going to need to get some... What we need to do is we need to start getting logs, unfortunately. That's going to be the big thing here. So I don't even remember what I was saying. And you guys... Are these trees... Oh, you can't do that. How do we call you back again? Okay, there we go. Let's grab trees while we're out and about, because I think before we get the logger, we have to have 100 logs. I got plenty of aether shards at this point. Let's go ahead and keep you guys going. As you come back, I'll just throw you out for more trees. We have to get to higher level sparks before we can take down all of the trees. So, okay. I don't know how many logs that is, still nowhere near enough. But we definitely want to get the logger going at some point, because that's going to start our automation. And there's a Beelephant, or however we're Belephant. I'm not quite sure how their intended pronunciation was. This is nice, though. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of these ancient bases here. That is super nice. All right, I'm not going to focus too much on the aether shards right now because, ooh, what are you? You're a Lomi Spark. You're machine range 2. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's grab that. I will say Lomi Sparks or something I don't know that I really understood the purpose of. I did make some when I was playing the game on my own time. I didn't really understand them. What are you? Did that just say you're an arty spark? Okay. What I'm looking for right now is the choppy spark. Or I think, no, I'm sorry, the crafty spark. But we're also looking for trees as we go. Here's another one. Because we do need those 100 logs. Okay, let's just kind of keep wandering here. What is this? An ancient bucket? I don't remember that even a little bit. What is this? Just more machine bases, I guess. This is a fabulous area for stone. We should remember that. I'm probably not going to remember that. All right, we'll hop up here. Oh, here's plenty of saplings. Hopefully this will get us enough of the... You know what? I fibbed to you guys. It's the wood harvesting. That's... Okay, we don't need 100. I mean, I'm going to take a bunch back anyway because the sparks themselves, they can craft me more sparks while we go get the logger. But then that's when we're going to start doing some automation. All right, so somebody please go get that log. Thank you. All right, let's head back. I don't know where back is. All right, so here's our Lomi Spark. Here's the Arty Spark. We got pretty far north. Normally north is where the next section of the map lives. So there's different biomes and such. There's a rocky biome. And you start getting into some really cool stuff there. And like I said, I got to a point where I got a train. And I set it up and it was not working as efficiently as I wanted it to, but it was amazing. Like some of the automation in these types of games, absolutely amazing. All right, folks, we are back. You've made me more sparks. Thank you very much. Please continue. Continue about your business. We will go and deliver stuff while you guys continue to work. Let's see here. All right. Come along, Sparks. Path Logistics, I believe, is you, and we should be able to give you... Huh? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I have to put them in here first. All right, there you go. They walk on paths. Yes, they do. All right. Thank you for the dirt path. And you want us to do... Okay, go away now. Connect the logger to the Stumpy Shrine, Spark, throw Stumpy Sparks on the path, transport wood and logs 20, craft 10. Yes, that's simple enough. All right, I want to get my other spark back, though. Because I need to give at least one of them to the Divine Researcher, but you need 10 logs, and I only have 3 stone. And you want 2 Stumpy Sparks. But you can't have all of them. Just take this one for now. Let's go back in here. Let's get... I can't believe I didn't get enough stones. That's... Can you guys get that? No. What about these? Oh my gosh, we can get the stone right here. And then I can finish that. That's exactly how many I needed. All right. That was kind of amazing. I have that. Have a bunch of sparks. There you go. Yes. Do I need to give you the carapace? Yes. I've already got one. Thank you. Oh, okay. Stop. Talking with the Divine Researcher. Yes. All right. We'll take all of this stuff back out. These guys go on back on my bar. What do you need here now? You need 100 wooden logs? Okay. Where is my quest? All right, collapse that. So I want to make sure... Some of this stuff I wish it would just... Maybe it's supposed to. I would like if it would just pin to the screen. All right, you guys, please come with me. I don't intend on leaving my sparks behind just to chop trees for you. I'm very sorry. All right, back into the forest. Back into the forest we go. But we should be able now to craft, I believe, build mode. How do we get into build mode again? B. Makes total sense. All right, so we need to... We're going to need to do pathing, but we're not going to do that yet. Let's go to... Nope. Build mode. All right. I don't have enough rocks. All right, well, till we get enough rocks, let's get you guys going on more sparks. Let us go find a couple rocks. I guess I should have been getting those while we were out and about, huh? That would have made sense. You can't go too far or they run to catch up with you and then they don't grab the items. Hey, you're ever playing this. That is a thing. I just need just a couple stones. Did I get this? I totally didn't. They don't stay open when you... I wish they did, because I wish I would like to know which ones. Which ones I've already opened and which ones I haven't. Why do I have a... I thought I was throwing out 2 sparks per... Oh. Okay. We'll get the aether shards while we're here. Oh, here's another one. Perfect. All right, so now we would like to... I'll just go ahead and pick that one up myself. We have enough. We should be able to now go back, excuse us, Field Spunny, and get our automation started here. And this is where this gets exciting. The only part we run into issues with is going to be running out of storage space. All right, let's go ahead and build. All right, here's the logger. I need to know which side is the logger coming out. That's almost... Is that too close? Actually, it's not. Okay. All right, then we'll go into the build mode, and we will get pathing. We will build a path from here to here. That should be all it takes. And then we just need to get... I need to get sparks in here chopping. And then we need to get some on the path to deliver the wood. And you notice that their leaves turn green when you throw them? Because they're not... Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. All right, go ahead and get started there, you guys. All right, so they should be constantly making sparks now, but this caps out at 10. So, we need wooden logs. Do we have storage yet? Let me get into... We do not. Is that part of our next questing? Oh, I need to throw another spark on the path. That takes care of that. They need to deliver that, and they're working on 2 more sparks, and then that'll be my first production line. I think it's the quartermaster that gives you the... I think it's the quartermaster that gives you the storage. What do I have in my inventory? I'm gonna need 100 logs for both of the other quests, I mean. How are you guys doing with sparks? Thank you. Have 12 more of those. Okay, they've officially finished. So we could go back to the quartermaster. Part of me's thinking I just wait here until I get 100 logs, because I would like to finish the Divine Researcher. However, at the same time, I would also like to get moving along the quest. Like I said, these guys open the machines, and the machines are what's important to me. All All right, so I got 80. Is there anything that we could just chop while we're here? All right, that'll be 3 more, and that's not a ton, but, you know, we're almost there, actually. That is 100 logs. All right, we'll let them keep delivering wood and chopping wood and all of the things. Where is the exit? It's over here. Which I saw on the mini-map. By the way, there's a mini-map in the top right-hand corner of the screen in case you did not notice. My screen is completely backwards. All right, what do you need, Quartermaster? I don't think you need anything. I just need to talk to you. We just needed to do what the whole thing. Storage. Perfect. All right, now you guys. Nah, I never leave anything behind. Oh, I need it. Do you have... No. Okay, so when they stop giving quests is when you need to finish the Divine Researcher's quest, because that's what opens up the next part of the questing. All right, there you go. Perfect timing. They're not very smart. Yes, I know that they're not, but they're just fine. All right, so you're done as well. We just need to get... I think that gave us sawn timber, if I'm not mistaken. All right, and I just need to get 100 more wood, but in order to do so, this is where the storage comes in handy. So we already saw that there was a point in time where this gets filled up. So what we want to do here is, because the problem is this gets behind. So like they're carrying logs they can't put down right now because of the fact that it takes a little while for them to actually craft a spark. So you put a storage thing in there, and if they pass the shrine, if they pass here and can't deposit their log, then they'll put it in the barrel. And that way it keeps things going. Let's go ahead and take your logs out right away. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's just throw some sparks to get some odd and end. Here's another one. Just get some odd and end things. And I'm probably just going to be waiting around here again for like 20 logs. Or I'm sorry, 100 logs, which shouldn't take too. Oh, there. I had too many sparks. They were no longer crafting. Which is another thing that you can do, by the way. Maybe we want to do that. Hang on. Let's go ahead and build. Let's build a path right here. And then let's build another barrel. Right here. And then if we throw a spark on here, he should pick up the coins and put it in the barrel so that this doesn't get full. And then we'll have pretty well constant spark production going on. All right, I need like 18 more logs, guys. Oh, actually, really close. There's 6. That is exactly enough. Perfect. I'm also short a spark in my inventory. I'm not sure how that worked, but it's okay for now. We also need to go see what exactly we needed down at the village monument. Actually, let's just go finish the Divine Researcher first, because we're going to need to wander all over town, I think, and collect quests from everybody. All right, you needed a stumpy spark, a whole bunch of logs, and some aether shards, I do believe. Quite a lot. Yes, I've done it already. There you go. Ancient bases. It means you can use it to make other types of sparks. There's more shrines. Yes, I know that. All right. Did that just say you need... All right, is the only quest we've got right now the village expansion? Okay, let's pin that to the screen. Maybe we needed that first. For some reason I thought it was you, but that doesn't show an exclamation point as though we need to talk to you again. Well, let's go see what else we need over here. Go ahead and have a stumpy spark. Go ahead and have a stone. Hey, waypoint range 0. Very nice. Item recycling. Oh, the recycling. I'm going to want to get that going sometime soon. All right. We apparently have one of these to activate a spark upgrade. And I'm not even reading. I'm not going to lie. I mentioned that I tend not to focus on the progression of the game. I don't even know what all those did. I just know I have things to unlock, and I unlock them, and... all right, you need logs and timber, sawn timber. All right, let's go work on that. But I don't know what all that just unlocked. So normally I just go through my crafting menu after I do something like that and could just kind of see. Oh gosh, would you get out of the way? All right, let's see what we do have, as a matter of fact. All right, so, no, not what I wanted. All right, so we have a storage shed and a storage barrel. The shed allows us to put a lot more items in it, but I don't think the sparks can interact with that, which is why we use the barrels. All right, you are the saw bench, a building to refine basic wood items. You are a spark workbench, but you have to build it on an ancient base. And then, of course, the logger. So we would like to build a saw bench so that we can get finished with that quest. So what we're going to do here, we're going to make this fairly simple. I just need some logs. That's perfect, actually. I believe that's exactly what we needed to make the saw bench. So what we're going to do here, we're literally just going to connect this right here. All right, so they should be able to start putting logs in there. We'll put 2 more sparks in to start going. Same thing. That's actually a really kind of... It's very compact is the word I'm looking for. And then all we need to do here is we need to build a barrel at the end of this, and we'll put some... I don't have wood. I will take your wood. Let's go ahead and make a barrel, not back out of it, and then we'll put a spark on there to collect the things. You've got a bunch of wood. I will take some wood with me just so we've got... Matter of fact, I normally tend to like to one of the things I unlocked is you have the ability to have more sparks in your inventory. That's nice. All right, so now I've got 20 of them. All right, let's go. Let's sort all of our items. That looks much nicer. I normally like to make a shed, and then I go ahead and put a bunch of stuff in it, but I don't need to do that quite now. All right, so we need 40 sawn timber and 80 wood, so we should have that in no time. While they're working on all of that, we are going to head this direction and try to locate, like I said, our next spark that we need is a crafty spark. Crafty, and then I believe choppy. I wouldn't mind having... They might both be unlocked at the same machine range. What are you? The crafty spark. Are you joking me? It was right there. Yes, crafty spark. The puff of magic. Yes, yes, yes. All right. I like the crafty spark. All right. This requires the plates, however. All right. So what we're going to start doing now that we have that, I want to find a good area that has like a bunch of trees. I'm sorry, not trees. The big tree, the logging tree. So like here's a logging tree, but there's 2 logging trees, actually. 3 logging trees. Holy jeepers. Okay, these things are dangerous. These things are dangerous even once you get like the fighting kind of sparks. Let's go ahead and steer clear of them. I don't even remember what they're called. Let's go get this. I like to get the chests when I see them. This is a fair few bases as well. I'm just trying to find a good place that we can use here to kind of... Oh, there's forest spunnies. If you see spider webs, it's a forest spunny den, and you should stay away from that until you have sparks that are equipped to handle that. This kind of goes... Once you get into this blue stuff, this is the next biome. So I'm kind of just wrapping around here trying to find... That's a waypoint, by the way. Just trying to find... There are other spark shrines somewhere. Like I said, with it being randomly generated, you don't know without just searching. That's only... Oh, I will take that. While you guys are here, we'll have a couple of you get these while those guys are fighting. Get that. You guys go get that. Somebody get that and that. All right. Is that everything? That's amazing. Once you get enough sparks to start doing stuff, that's when things really start happening. It's amazing. All right. I think I got this. Yes, that was... I remember getting that. Okay, let's look at our map. This is not close to any trees, unfortunately. So let's see. We did have another area with a lot of bases, but again, I mean, this is not terribly far. Let's go up this direction a little bit and kind of see what's going on there. Is there anything in here that I want? Not particularly. At the moment, anyway. Right, that was our crafty spark. I apologize, I'm kind of dragging the cursor all over the place. I was trying to open up the MIDI map. Because that's, of course, what fills in the big map. All right, let's go this way. I believe is the direction, well, sort of. More like over here. So there's a bunch giant trees again, which are what we use for the logging. Let's go north. We should be able to find, I believe, 5 different types of sparks in this first area. There's a bunch of bases. This is very dense with trees. We're getting close to the blue rocky area. We're going to stay out of there, not because we have to, but just because the fact that there's really nothing in there for me right now. Let's grab this. The one thing that I did not leave behind, by the way, that was something that you should always consider. There's 2 components to make up the Stumpy Sparks, and that is the... we're not going to go through there. We will go out around that. You need the wood and also the aether shards. And the problem with that is I did not leave any aether shards behind. Although, to be fair, we do not have a storage container that our sparks can currently interact with. So we've been here. All right, so we need to keep going. Let's go down this way and kind of open up what's in the middle here. And then we're going to go back. Well, we're going to try to start setting up here, I think. Oh, this is a good place. Let's clean out here. Let's get you. Let's get a bunch of these rocks cleared out. I don't know why I'm cleaning up over there, actually. It's over here is where we need the stuff. Okay, let's keep going here. They're still off killing spunnies. Okay. Now, I do believe we have the ability, right? Spark workbench. All right, I believe this is only the Stumpy Sparks, which is fine. We're going to move it up here, though, production, because of the fact that, well, there's not ancient bases down at the other location. So even though we've already got that set up, we want to move up here. Let's put output over here. Also, I don't... how do I rotate this again? There's a way to actually rotate this item. Okay, I found it, and I had to look in the controls. You hit T on a building, and you should be able to... Yes, that's what I wanted to do. We just want to rotate it. That allows you to edit buildings. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to put 2 sparks. That's a crafty spark, as a matter of fact. I don't know if I want you in there, actually. These guys will produce fast enough. I think I would like to get you, as a matter of fact, probably on the saw bench, which I don't have enough of wood for. So let's go ahead instead, and we're going to get pathing. Get pathing like this. And then I need another path. We'll just do it right like this. And actually, while we're at it, let's path you out over here. And there's a reason for all of that. All right, so we'll put a spark there. We'll put a couple sparks here. And we need 2 guys in here to craft. I have this. I probably should have, again, we don't have the barrels. They can't interact with them. They can't take stuff out of them. There will be a container they can take stuff out of, I built this because thinking I already had it. I don't think I do. No, I don't. So that would be what we would put here is we put aether shards in there. But we're going to go ahead and let's grab wood out of here because I would like to get the sawn timber going over here. And I believe we also have... I was thinking we could do the plates as well. Maybe not. All right, so let's get some sparks working in there as I said I wanted to get the crafty spark in there. He's faster. So if you notice, if I put a regular spark in there, 7.5 items produced per minute. If I put him in, it's 9.4. And also I lost a bunch of them. I don't remember doing what, but I threw them onto the pathing. All right, so do you guys just not have wood? Have some wood. As a matter of fact, here, I will take out all this wood and you guys just go to town. You guys have enough? Not really. There you go. All right. We will go and we're going to collect the rest of our sparks. Let's go down this way, though, because it looks like the map's not open down here. We'll go this way just so that that opens. That's a blocked container. Is there perchance? It's over... there's a spark. Did we find this one? Is this the loamy spark? What are you? What are you? Oh, it's the thing that turns the etheric pellets into aether shards. So it will take these things and we'll turn them into these. We will get the ability to do that ourselves later, and I don't find that early on you have a whole lot of problems with aether shards. Are we going the right direction? We are. Well, we basically need to go south at this point to be able to get back outside. All right, guys, we are going to... We should have enough of stuff, I believe, at this point. Let's go ahead and grab... I think she only needed 40 sawn timber, and she needs a whole bunch of logs, which they are doing a fabulous job of. All right, does this have... Okay, we'll work on something here in a minute. I'm going to show you guys. Something that I figured out how to do, which I did not know when I played this game. When I played the game the first time on the other channel, I didn't understand the waypoints. I understand the waypoints now. There you go. All right. Mayor takes the inventory of items she was asked for. Disbelief. Yes, everything. All right. So we just have to now... village expansion, yes. I believe we have to, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I need to put 10 guys in here. And then they will build, and this is the village expansion. Except you can't have my sparks. All right, what would you like? You're the merchant. Asked if they were, kill fields bunnies. Well, that'll be easy enough. Don't confuse them with forest bunnies. And you will notice that everybody's stuff has opened up again. She now wants 160 sawn timber and wooden panels. And then if we go up to the divine researcher, he now wants new things. All right. An etheric distiller. I just realized his telescope on his house moves. So he wants me to craft. Okay, so we do actually have to refine them. Fine. All right, you also want something else? Waypoint technology, a device to send items to recycler. Yes, that's a thing too. All right, what are all these quests? What do we all need for these? That's a side quest. I wish that would stay collapsed. Okay, compressor. Yes, I'm going to want to do this one. We're going to work on this one. So those two for sure. Why is this... I have no idea. Random leaf laying on there. All right, let's get the woodsman and the quartermaster right away. All right. Build 2 loggers, 2 saw benches, and deliver 80 sawn timber. I'm assuming that the ones that I have already just done don't count. Oh, no, they do. So I just need I would have brought more sawn timber along. I think we had quite a bit more. Yes, all right, so this is where we start getting into different... Oh, so here's the crate. This is the one that they can interact with. Splitters to be able to split the sparks, and crossings and signposts and all of those kinds of things. What do you need for that? You are the spark logistics. You need 40 wooden logs and 40 sawn timber. I do not have any more logs. I apparently only brought what I needed. All right, we're going to do one more thing here, which is we're probably going to tear pretty much all of this down. I didn't even know, actually look. I didn't pay attention to that. There's no waypoint here. Now there's a waypoint here. However, all right, let's grab all of our sparks here, and we're going to move this thing. We're going to call all of you back. We're going to grab you guys out of here. Here's as though I already did, actually. You guys need to stop chopping logs. We're going to literally deconstruct this thing. How do I deconstruct again? It's the T button, I believe. There we go. I got the resources back. And we will do the same thing for the sawn timber once I get the logs out. We'll take you down as well. And call all... I thought I called all the sparks back. Apparently not. I am out of space. Hang on one second here. What we're going to do... Oh, I wanted to leave the logger there. Shoot, what was I thinking? We'll put... I can't put the output over there. That's not going to work. Okay, let's clear up the pathing. All right, let's remove all the paths. What we're going to do here is we're going to move this guy over to here, I do believe. Oh, no, these are the inputs over here. All right, we're running the sparks basically through here because what happens... Let's move this. All right, put two guys back in here. And we'll put a couple guys on here. Do I have anything else in here? Just some logs. And then there's... I have not gotten rid of enough stuff. Oh, I have. To take at least that. So what happens is this is it's transportation, but it has to be constantly fueled. So if you have a place that has a waypoint, and this is a great spot for one because it's right by the cave exit, all you have to do is you have to get the sparks just running fuel around constantly. Probably going to need a bunch more of them, actually, because you can see that's not going to last until they get around again. So we'll put a bunch of them in there. They will go collect the wood, and then that will be fully automated. Do I have... Here, let's put one more spark on the path. And then that should open up another inventory spot, which allows me to get you. All right, perfect. Let's... head back up to where we built everything, which I don't even remember where that was. Oh, you are the, I need to get sparks in here refining these things. So you guys work on that. That'll take care of that one. And then we just need to deliver a bunch of sawn timber. Where is our new base of operations? Is up here. Perfect. All right, guys. This has been a longer episode than I was expecting. However, we are doing well. Look, we've got lots of sparks here. Let's shove a couple more in here because I got too many in my inventory. Yeah, we're going to keep going with this, I think. Doing some automation stuff here in Oddsparks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, this channel is new with the automation games and such. So if you guys are liking the content that's on here, please subscribe. I would appreciate the support in kind of early stages of this channel. And I will definitely have another automation game soon here for you guys. So thank you guys so much. And I will catch you guys in the next one.